Hi everyone, Bernard here on behalf of MovieGameNostalgia.com. Hope you're all well. A little movie review of a film called The Public, and it's something to do with the library, isn't it? We just call them public libraries here in the UK. I don't know what obviously they're just called the publics over there. I'm not too sure in the USA, but there you go. It's yeah, similar things to our libraries over here. I don't see anything different to what we have. I mean, basic sort of things, and having spent a few months once, so I wasn't exactly living rough myself, but just watching this film, The Public, obviously I was living out of a car and spending a lot of time in one of the libraries, Stockport Library actually, if you know the place called Stockport near Manchester. So I did spend quite a few hours there each day just to obviously working and doing various things while I was obviously in between abodes, if you like. So there's a lot of this sort of registered with me, this film. So please, I'm going to talk about The Public today, directed and written by Emilio Estevez. Please, if you're new to the channel, push that old subscribe button, push the bell notification so you know these little review vlogs and information vlogs are coming out, etc, etc. So it's a little bit of a personal one, this, for me, really. Today I just felt a little bit of an affinity with what was going on. As I say, I'm certainly not to the extreme. I mean, this tackles homelessness and stuff like that. I certainly wasn't in that position. I always had sort of a roof over my head, etc, etc. But it just to bring back some memories of the library, obviously, because you see the same sort of faces and the same people, and some are perhaps not as well sort of, the hygiene isn't quite as good with some as it is with others, and obviously you've got people who do live on the streets who just come in the library for a warm, etc, etc. So it did ring some bells with me. Yeah, it's a drama, 2 hours and 2 minutes, and the plot of it is an act of civil disobedience turns into a standoff with police when homeless people in Cincinnati take over the public library to shelter from the bitter cold. I mean, it's out to buy this now on the 29th of June 2020. Stars, as well as written, it also stars Emilio Estevez. He puts himself in the lead role. Taylor Schilling, it was nice to see her in this film. Michael K. Williams, Christian Slater, Alec Baldwin, and a few other faces that would be quite familiar with you. Any good? I mean, it seems to be okay. It seems to be well liked. Rotten Tomatoes, it's got a 65% positivity rating based on 91 reviews, and that's 59 fresh reviews if you know Rotten Tomatoes, and 32 rotten reviews. So out of the 91, 59 fresh, 32 rotten. So it's getting a 65% approval rating. Its audience, Rotten Tomatoes, getting 79%, so a lot higher. Yeah, I've seen a lot of positivity out here for this one, and its overall rating on Rotten Tomatoes for the critics and public views is 6.28 out of 10. So not bad, not fantastic, but certainly above a watchable. And the consensus reads, intentions are sometimes easier to appreciate than its execution remains a reasonably engaging social advocacy drama. And the Metascore rating, that's the critics, they're a little bit tight on theirs. They only give it 4.6 out of 10, so there isn't, it's not a unanimous sort of love for this film. That's based on 18 critics, and they score it anywhere between 2.5 out of 10 and 6.7 out of 10. And you get remarks such as clunky, overwritten, topples under the weight of its unwieldy themes. Estevez undermines the film by casting himself as the lead. Weak story, hammy climax, nice touches and compelling moments. Estevez never forgets the humanity he's striving to spotlight. So a bit of a mishmash again there, wasn't there, with them comments. As I said, 4.6 out of 10. Joe Public, you and me, a little bit higher, 6.5 out of 10. That's based on 2,746 reviews as I've been doing this. Some of the positives: a must-watch, a bright ray of sunshine, a good movie, all-around entertaining, everyday people are heroes too, highly watchable. And a couple of the cons, although obviously they're not as prolific as perhaps the critics on the critics were. Watchable but not great, just stupid, and falls short. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna be a bit of a. I'm just going to say, I'm just going to sum it up for the movie game nostalgia thing. I was very, very disappointed actually with the ending of the film. I did like the characters. It was some great characters, some great chemistry. Such a wide range and a wide possibility. Some great dynamics in this, you know, with the different characters bouncing off each other, etc., etc. And for say an hour and 10 or 15 minutes, I really did enjoy this movie. I thought it was a great movie, but it just seemed to lose its ability to know where it was going. It sort of just fell apart a little bit, and some, you know, it just ended like a bit of a damp squib. I mean, one of the guys there said a hammy climax. I mean, a film like this, it should give you goosebumps. It should lift you. And looking at some of the reviews, some people were lifted by it, but I just thought it just left me a bit cold, to be honest. I was just so disappointed with the last 45 minutes or so of the film. They had so many options, so many things they could do with it, and it just didn't go anywhere. It just sort of petered out into quite a boring drama by the end of it, which is a shame, because as I say, I did like the first, say, 60% of the film. And you look at all the characters, I mean, they just didn't, you know, even though quite quickly you got to know the characters, quite quickly you got to know how to either like the character or dislike the characters. Some characters changed and obviously allowed you to change with it, but you know, there was just no expansion within 2 hours. I mean, it was 2 hours, so I mean, there was time obviously to do that, but it just didn't happen. So to me, it was just really could have been an anti-climax really, and obviously the comments of watchable but not great is going to come into my little thinking and falls short, and I think it does. I just think sadly, the last third of the film lets the whole thing down, and the ending for me was just so what sort of thing, when it should have been, oh, you know, great, you know, it should have been something powerful. I mean, I just don't know where they got that ending from. It just seemed pointless in the end, the whole film. But I mean, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10 rating, which is a watchable rating, because I do know a lot of people like this and have liked it more than I do. But I just think they've missed a trick with this one. I think it could have been so much better. So that's The Public, available to buy on the 29th of June. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. Were you disappointed? As I say, because I did look forward to it. I'd heard some good things. I'd seen a lot of positive reviews, but I'm more in line with the Internet Movie Database Metascore critics, who obviously the highest score there was only 6.7, so I give it a 6. But as I said, I just think it just sadly drifted away. It started really well, climb, sort of then just dropped down, and a good ending may have rescued it, but sadly we didn't even get one of them. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please follow me on Twitter and let me know what you think about The Public. Please follow me on Twitter at nostalgia_movie or at Charles Deneen, Deneen spelled D-I-N-N-E-N, and I'm on Facebook, links with Bernard Deneen, so you look for Bernard Deneen on Facebook. And please, if you get a chance, please check out my little website, moviegamenostalgia.com, for old and rare DVDs, movie posters from the 1990s and 2000s, and some board games as well. So if you can spare us a couple of minutes to have a look on there, thumbs up to you. Anyway, please leave us a thumbs up. It's always nice to get views. It's nice to get thumbs up as well. As I say, please, on Twitter, you can do it on Twitter as well. Just let me know what you think about The Public as a film. And were you impressed, and more impressed than I was? Perhaps so. There's plenty of people out there. So I'm sort of in the minority, but as I say, I did have high hopes, and halfway through I was waiting for a fantastic second half to the film, but it all sort of became a bit of a damp squib, unfortunately. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you're going to do the rest of the day, have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your family. More importantly, let's all look after each other. And hopefully you'll join me again in the very near future. This is Bernard Deneen saying goodbye for now. Bye-bye.